Good morning. I am so happy to be back in my little home dojo again. I've been on the road for a couple of months and didn't have access to my stuff, and it's pretty frustrating, you know. But it did allow me to do a lot of, solo practice without things to hit, a lot of air practice, some of the stuff that is essential, because that's where you're working on your technique, you're working on your ideas. And I had a lot of private time to do a lot of thinking about what I wanted to do. So, I put together tons of little combinations. I like to use the little acronyms or the names for them. I call this one the 3-in-1. So, over the years, the straight blast, the chain punches, those are cool, but there's a lot of different weapons we have, as we think about it as guys that do street and sport or whatever. I like to use my fingers, because putting a finger in an eye is debilitating. You'll jack a dude up. If you wanted to take a look at two of the things that sport fighters go down from, and I mean, these sport fighters, you try to tell me that you couldn't turn a UFC guy into a mean-ass combative guy a lot quicker than you could take a fat dude on the couch and make him a good fighter. Don't even talk about that shit, okay? Competitive athletes that are trained can turn on the evil switch and use the skills that they have a whole lot quicker than a dude with no skills can be mean. You can be as mean as you want to while you're getting your ass whipped. You have no skills, you have no development, you're just a fat old plug on the couch. So just shut up. It's over. Alright? So what I want to do is I want to take and look at some of the stuff that we use for a street encounter and turn them into, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take straight blast, what we used to call it. Straight blast, chain punches, whatever you want to call them. Since we have more weapons available to us, I came up with, chain fingers. It's just what I call it. It's just a way to describe it. I'm shooting a sequence of quick shots in the face. I stop something. Maybe I'll come up with a couple of shots before I fire another one. So this drill today, what I'm going to show you, is I call the 3-in-1. You can do as many as you want. You can make it a 10-in-1, 205-in-1. I don't give a shit. The concept of it is to fire a couple of quick shots to get him fucked up and then fire a home run. All right, that's the idea. So if I sit and stick my fingers in your face, I've caused you a distraction. Okay, if you get a finger in your eyes, two things sport fighters, UFC fighters, get a break for. You kick them in the nuts, you poke them in the eye. Those two things allow them to have as much time as they need to recover, within reason, right? So what am I going to do to a trained athlete? I'm going to kick him in the nuts or I'm going to poke him in the fucking eye. Okay, so what should I do to the untrained slug that sits on the couch, talks shit, drinks 40s, comes out and decides he wants to pick on me? I'm going to stick a fucking finger in his eye, kick him in the nuts, and then knock his ass out. Get in my truck and go home. That's what I'm going to do. If that's all he is, that's all I'll do. Okay, if he's more than that, it's EDC time. All right, I'm just going to hit him, and then I'm going to puff it out. I'm going to put one in his ass. Okay, I'm going to give him a gaff. Now, I'm probably not going to do that because I'm nice. But if I wasn't nice, all right, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go with what I call a 3-in-1, which is going to be whatever you want to put in front of it. I'm just going to use 3. I'm going to use a 3-sequence chain finger followed by a good right hand. And I'm going to do a 3-sequence chain punch followed by a good right hand. Just stuff you can work on. Now the way I would recommend working this is it'd be the same thing. You're if I'm out here and we're squared off, this ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna do this. All right, unless somehow I clinched, got up, opened up, and did something. There's always going to be a situation where you could use this, and that's your job to train, figure out when it fits to make it muscle memory. It'll come out when it needs to come out. If it's in here and in here and in here, it's going to come out when you need it. All right, you got to have it in your body. So this is how you get it in your body. You train the shit. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm just sitting here now. I'm the guy that's going, hey, I don't want any trouble. Now I'm going to reach out and touch him, which is my key to go. All right. And normally this guy would be encroaching on me until we get to this range and I touch him. I've pretty much set up my perimeter. You ain't getting past this, and I'm ready for you if you are. If you get to close enough to where you touch me because I get distracted, I'll probably go right here. Okay, thing is, I may be distracted. I may not be ready to go. I don't know. I may be, feeling a little bit of a chicken shit that day. I don't want to fight. And all of a sudden this guy touches, I got to have that in my muscle memory. My mentality has to say, go. This is my go. That's my hard stop. They always talk about limits, hard limits. This is my hard limit. This, on any given day, may be time to go. This may be time to go. Go to low line attack, something I can reach the guy with. I don't know when that's going to happen because, honestly, if we say we can predict a situation, we're liars. All right, we don't know what the hell we're going to do out there until we go. All we can do is train and be ready and hope that stars and moons align and our shit works. All right, so I'm just trying to give you something you can use for no shit moment that if you train it enough, you might be able to pull it out of your ass when you need it. All right, so I'm gonna reach out and touch him, and that's gonna be my key to go. Now, yeah, he's a little bit further than he would be if he encroached on me. It's a fucking drill. All right, that's my time to go. I'm gonna put a finger in his eyes. I'm gonna follow by 2 more and give him a home run. All right, that's what my job is. Now, that home run could be to the body because he's doing this. That opens up a great solar plex shot or something like that. Or it could be just putting it on the jug, you know. I could fire these two, come in with a web hand. Anything that you can throw with power as your secondary shot. Okay, my primary shots are going to be finger pokes or quick little chain punches. I'm going to follow it with a good shot. All right, does that make sense to you? So the way you want to drill this, just think about it. Just sit there and hang out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, finger shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I could go to the body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now throw this in the same manner you would your chain punch. Because remember how the chain punch goes. According to physics, nothing can occupy the same space. 2 things can't occupy the same space. So the chain punch is not this bicycle bullshit. Okay, it is a punch that comes out, drops a second. When you start to speed it up, it's still a straight punch. It's just not occupying the same place and time. Which is the same with the fingers. They're not occupying the same space, but I'm not doing this paddle wheel shit. I'm putting that finger out in the same place. Okay, makes sense? So as I come out, I get that shot in the eyes. 1, 2, 3. And that's all we're going to do. So basically 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1. All right, makes sense? Let's give it a shot, see what you can do. And there's other drills you can fire too. I like to mix them up. I'll go like in 5s, because you want to get the muscle memory is kind of a funky word. Some people will talk shit about that, saying your muscles can't remember anything. Well, repetition does build skill. Anybody who doesn't say or doesn't agree with that just hasn't done enough repetition to prove it out. Okay, I know it works. I've done it. I have many, many training partners and good friends that know it works. So, to you naysayers, fuck you. It works. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm kind of a little salty today. A couple cups of coffee and I'm on my bag again. I'm back in my element. Here we go. So, fire 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fire 5. Fire 5. Fire 5. Fire 5. Fire 5. And finish with a good one. All right. Work that in hundreds. Work those until you just are tired and sweaty like me. Okay. Put in the time, put in the effort, you'll get the results. Okay. Have a great day. Kick some ass.